This video is focused on the research of self-driving cars and the integration of these vehicles into society. To start off with, we'll focus on today's usage. The research and development of autonomous cars has been an ongoing process. The leading researcher of the self-driving project is Google. Google has been placing self-driving cars in real-life traffic driving situations since 2009. The project is now known as Waymo. The company began with using everyday cars for the experiments in the early stages of the project. These models were often rigged with sensors on top of the vehicle to help the car see its surroundings. The company has now discontinued the use of dealer-made models and created its own prototypes that resemble what an autonomous car would do today. With built-in body sensors and nav, the cars continue to be transformed and rendered to fit into today's world and automobile field. Commercially, self-driving cars will not become a reality for at least another decade. However, the vision is being put into a realistic realm. The advancement in driving algorithms, sensors, and high-tech computers have been applied to cars, taking the technology to the next level. Hypothetically, if self-driving cars became a promising industry, it would decrease the accident rate, reduce traffic congestion, and improve fuel economy. In contrast, car manufacturers still have several hurdles to jump pertaining to regulatory and manufacturing procedures. Legal issues. With the inevitable advancement of autonomous cars, questions are circulating around the legal aspects of the robotic cars and the laws of the road. The cars are now being placed in city streets and busy roadways. With that comes the probable accidents revolving around humans being injured and the laws of the road being broken. The biggest issue of all is that many of the federal regulations laws were created around the idea of people occupying the vehicles and not self-driving cars. This creates a major hole in the laws that needs to be addressed before the self-driving cars take over the industry and the roads. Another legal issue is revolving around human bystander injury or death due to self-driving cars. The problem then becomes who is at fault: those occupying the vehicle or the manufacturers of the vehicle. There are many issues in everyday driving rules that need to be delved into, not just those regarding injury. Whether it be speeding, running red lights, or other driving infractions, the laws must be recreated and formatted to fit both human and robotic drivers. The most important implications with this product is the safety. One of the designers of the self-driving cars, Sebastian Thrun, states that the threshold for error is minuscule. The expectation bar for safety with self-driving cars surpasses the normal driven car controlled by humans, not computers. The fundamentals of self-driving cars come down to computer science, where vast amounts of data are being formulated to function a certain way with precautions to external environment factors, which cause much uncertainty. The margin of error is reduced by enabling the car's algorithm to perform off the already available mapping system. Ethical issues. Moral and ethical standards are working against the advancement and establishment of autonomous cars on today's roads. Whenever human lives are at stake, the right precautions need to be taken in order to fit the ethical societal view in order to maintain the advancement of the industry. One example of situational dilemma capturing the ethical bound questioning autonomous cars is a self-driving car carrying a family of four on a rural two-lane highway spots a bouncing ball ahead. As the vehicle approaches, a child runs out to retrieve the ball. Should the car risk its passengers' lives by swerving to the side, where the edge of the road meets a steep cliff, or should the car continue on its path, ensuring its passengers' safety at the child's expense? Examples like these are the basis of all moral dilemmas. In order to resolve these issues like this, autonomous cars will need to be created with moral values instilled in its onboard nav. An idea that seems possible, but much more research will need to be done on how to get the autonomous cars to recognize these moral issues the way a human driver would. Social issues. The idea of self-driving cars is alarming to many people in society. Some people realize the potential benefits of having unmanned vehicles and its abilities to eliminate human error. One statistical presented human error contributed to 90% of all traffic accidents. With this one alarming fact about human error and accidents, it is easy to see why certain people want self-driving cars to reduce the amount of accidents caused by people. Yes, the use of autonomous cars can reduce human error, but with the decrease of human error, there's a potential risk of mechanical error. The idea of a machine failing is frightening to many people, and for this fact, a lot more people would rather have a human error than a mechanical. With the imperfect systems of self-driving cars, there will always be errors related to driving. Those errors, whether it be caused by human or machine, are inevitable. It just comes down to what society is more open to and forgiving between human and mechanical error. Security issues. With all these technology based comes the risk of system hacking. The idea of non-manned vehicles presents the perfect situation for hacking. This is one of the largest issues facing autonomous cars. Cyber hacking of the vehicles can put not only those in car at risk, but the innocent bystanders surrounding the area as well. These vehicles potentially storing personal information like home addresses leaves personal information at risk with hacking. Despite some of the issues surrounding legal, ethical, social, and security issues, the benefits of self-driving cars are clear. Yes, there are still problems needing to be fixed in the legal and security aspects of non-manned vehicles. The pros still outweigh the cons if the right steps are taken to eliminate hacking and create new laws of the road. With the reduced accident and human error alone, the safety of all people is much greater. With its steady use in today's modern research and development, the implementation of autonomous cars are imminent and worth the wait.